Welcome back. I'm back again. Thank God that the football season and the football Premier League season is coming back this weekend, because I cannot stand internationals. I don't think they should be played when Premier League games are in process. And yeah, that's a bit of me. Unlucky the other night on the England game, England preview, and betting for anyone who had a punt on it. 3 minutes away from a clean sheet, and Glick goes and gets booked, which was good, but it could have been better. But we move on from the England game. We move on to this game there, to the weekend. Southampton versus West Ham, 3:00 Saturday, and it's a big game, big game. This one, I must admit, this one we'll see where we're at. International players coming back. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous about this one, but we'll get into it right now. The key players, Southampton's key players that we've got to be careful of. They've signed well this summer. They've signed a lot of young players and all, but they've signed one man who we was linked with for a long time. And basically, why we didn't sign this man, I don't know. But this man here, Adam Armstrong. At Blackburn, he was scoring goals after goals after goals for them. We kept getting linked with him, and then eventually he's the replacement for Danny Ings. I like Armstrong, I really do. I think he's a decent player. I think he does well, and he's fast, pacey, and gets about the pitch. He scored goals already. He scored his debut at Everton away. Really, really good player. And I can see him being a problem if Zuma doesn't play on Saturday. If Zuma doesn't play, then we've got a major problem, because Dawson, he's just got no pace at the back. So yeah, that's the fear. But if we can keep him quiet, that's 50% of their attack sorted out. I'm going to move on to this player here, James Ward-Prowse. Set piece king. Give him a set piece in and around the area. Bury it. He's a good player. He signed a new contract at Southampton, which has kept him there for a few more years. But this boy could have went on and played for someone higher up in the league. He's a decent player, decent at corners, free kicks, and yeah, he's a player that we've got to watch. If we give away silly free kicks just outside the box, we're gonna invite him to bury one of them chances. So he's a man we've got to watch. Obviously, if we can stop him from getting in the game, then we might have half a chance of getting a positive result out of this game. But I will say this, is if we give this boy chance after chance at set pieces, corners, etc., he will find someone. He's that good. So for me, we've got to watch him. We've got to watch him. So moving on to this man. Now, this man, for me, he was last season, the last game at the London Stadium, he tore us to shreds in the first sort of 10, 15 minutes. He had Cresswell on toast. And basically, in a roundabout way, if we scored first, he could have scored. He could have assisted someone else to score at London Stadium in the last game of the season. But this boy's a talent. I do like him. He's fast. He's ex-Tottenham. He's a decent player. He's gone to Southampton and he's playing regularly. And yeah, I think for me, he's a good talent. And if we can stop him getting down Cresswell's side, then yeah, that'll be an interesting battle on Saturday between them two, because he was ruining him at the London Stadium before we scored. Then once we scored, Southampton just fell apart and we ended up winning 3-0. So yeah, it's just one of them ones, really. Southampton's last game was a 2-2 draw at Newcastle. They was 2-1 up going into the last sort of 5 minutes, Newcastle, and basically give it away. Really did. I didn't go 2-1 up. I went 2-1 up in the 90th minute, and St Maximin scored, and then they get a 96-minute penalty that Ward-Prowse tucks away. So yeah, they're starting to find their feet, Southampton. I think they've scored in every game this season so far, if my memory serves me right. They lost to Everton away, drew with Man United at home, drew with Newcastle away. So they know how to score goals, but we've got to keep them quiet. And to do so, we've got to make sure that we set up in the right manner and with the right personnel. If we set up trying to be cautious against this team and go with like a Dawson because of loyalty or because he's been here longer than Zuma, then that is just silly. I could also see this. Southampton must be the only team in the Premier League who plays a 4-4-2 system. They've reverted back to a 4-4-2 with Che Adams and Adam Armstrong up front. They've got Carl Walker-Peters in defence. They've also got Ward-Prowse in midfield, along with who was the other player they got? I can't remember the name of him, but they've got another player in there who's quite decent and all. The Chelsea youngster who's come through. I think he plays left back for them. But I must admit, it's going to be an interesting battle because I can see us down 4-2-3-1 and 4-2-2 against 4-2-3-1. We should have the upper hand. We should have more ball going forward. We should overrun them really. So, yeah, that's what I generally think on this game. If we can just set up in the right manner, we can get a positive result there. It's going to be a tight game though. We don't score many goals at Southampton. That's one thing I will say. Last season was 0-0. The season before that was 1-0, and I think the season before that was 2-0. We've got a good record at Southampton, but it's going to be an interesting one. Well, we've got to approach it in the right way. I want to see Zuma playing. That's the first man I want to see on the pitch. I want to see Zuma. I want to see us going forward. I like the team how it was against Leicester. The team that played against Palace was lacklustre. Rice wasn't good against Palace. Dawson wasn't good at all. But Rice is world class and Dawson isn't. So we've basically got to go there with a positive outlook, and I'm looking forward to seeing Zuma. I actually fancy Zuma to score in this game. I really do. So I'm going to get onto it now, into the final part of my preview, which is this. Southampton 9-4-5, sorry. Draw 5-2, West Ham 7-5. I think it's going to be a draw this game. I want us to win. I hope we win. I'm like rooting for us to win, but I just see a draw coming all day long. I can see it being under 2.5 goals, and I can also see it being in a sort of game that's going to be tight at the start. I can't see this being like a goal fest. You know what I mean? If we do score first and Southampton have to come out, they have to press us, and then we can counter attack. And it could be a Villa from last season, like a 3-1. But I don't know. I just sense a draw on this one. I think the international break's key. I think all the players coming back, even though they're in training, like now, obviously they've got to travel to Southampton probably tomorrow. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say 1-1. Right. I'm as even, but I can't see there being many goals in this. It wouldn't surprise me if this game was 0-0. It really wouldn't. That's not me being negative. I want us to go out there and beat this team 3-4-0. But I just don't know. I think Southampton, they haven't had a lot of players on international. They've only had, I think, 2 or 3, and we've had a lot more than them. And our starting 11, I think 6 of them would have been on international duty. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be an interesting game, and I just hope that we get a positive result. You know what I mean? I'm going to say Zuma to score any time in this game, right, as one of my side bets. I'm going to say, Zuma to score any time. I fancy this man at any set piece in the Premier League against anyone. He's a beast. And he if the balls are right from Cresswell or Bowen or Ben Rama, he will bury him. Trust me, Zuma. He's a beast at set pieces. And I fancy him to score in this game. Southampton haven't got the biggest centre halves. They've just got rid of Vestergaard. And to me, that was a wrong move. They've gone a bit younger. One of their centre halves, I think, is poor. I can't remember his name, but I just don't rate him at all. But yeah, I fancy Zuma to score in this game any time. If that's another little punt. And I will say this as a final prediction for me on the betting side of it: under 2.5 goals. I think it's about even money. I think that's value. I think international football will play its role in this. And for me, I think they're going to start slow. I think they're going to come out. I think the game's going to be a bit tight in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if it's 0-0 at half time. In the second half, it will pick up and possibly go from there. So, yeah, that's for me. That's been my preview. I'm going to keep it short, keep it sweet, and keep it straight to the point. If you like what I do, subscribe. If you like the video, it'll be truly appreciated. And yeah, I started this the 1st of September. It's now the 9th of September, I believe, is it? Yeah, 9th of September. I've done it 9 days and I've got 39 subscribers. So it's not about subscribers, it's about the content, and that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, this has been my preview. West Ham give me a positive result Saturday. Right, so it's the first 3 o'clock of the season. And basically, this is the one where we're going to see what they're like after. I've got evening, Rich. I'll be with you soon. So no worries about that, mate. And yeah, I fancy us to go there, but I just sense a draw coming. I really do sense a draw coming out of this game. And I think West Ham are good value to go there and win. We've got a good record there over the last 3 times we've been there, but there's an element of doubt because of the internationals. There's people. I think this weekend's games are going to be light on goals. I can't see there being 2s, 3s, 4s anywhere in the Prem, really. Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of them are going to rest their key players because a lot of them got European football next week, like us. And I will be back to do a small little preview on the Dynamo Zagreb versus West Ham United Europa League preview. It's amazing to say it. It took 22 years to get to to Europe properly, but we're finally here. But yeah, West Ham unofficial legend of a man who's in the house. Jay Woods is in the house, joining late, but excited for the Saints away. Yeah, I agree, mate. I really do. I started this a bit short, a bit sweet, a bit rapid, just to try and get it done. But yeah, it's the international side of it. Like, are these players going to be up for it? And to me, we will know a lot more in the first half of that game on Saturday. If West Ham come out all guns blazing, then my theory's gone. But I've just got a sense you've been travelling all around Europe. It's got to catch up with you eventually. Do you know what I mean? A lot of travelling, a lot of like different countries, different destinations, and yeah, I sense it from a different aspect to that. But yeah, for me, 3 bets that I'm going to give: Zuma to score any time, West Ham under 2.5 goals. That's either a West Ham win 1-0 or a 2-0. And my final one is I'm going to say a draw as a cover bet, right? And that's it. That's it for me. But I do sense under 2.5 goals in this game. So either way, 1-0, 2-0. That's what I feel. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. It helps me greatly. I'm not trying to better anyone. I'm just trying to better myself, and that's what it is. Thanks a lot. Take care. Peace.